Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Adam Pearce announced a major match for Raw's debut on Netflix. This match involves Jey Uso. A few weeks ago on WWE Raw, Drew McIntyre attacked Jey Uso backstage. He then took out Sami Zayn that same night and followed it up with another assault on Jimmy Uso. Drew attacked Jey and the OG Bloodline members due to what happened at Clash at the Castle 2022. Drew McIntyre has never gotten over the Bloodline, costing him the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This was also instrumental in his heel turn, and now he is back for more blood. Tonight on Raw, Drew McIntyre attacked Jey from behind again. Jey put up a fight, but it wasn't enough to shut down the Scottish Warrior. Drew laid him out with a Claymore kick. Later on in the night, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce ran into Jey backstage. He informed the OG Bloodline member that Drew had left the arena but that he could get his shot at revenge when he faces the Scottish Warrior next week on Raw Premiere on Netflix. It will be interesting to see if Jey Uso can finally get his revenge on Drew McIntyre. It was an ordinary Monday evening, or so the WWE Universe thought. The Raw stage was set in Madison Square Garden, the crowd buzzing with excitement for the show's start. But unbeknownst to the audience, WWE's general manager Adam Pearce was about to make a groundbreaking announcement that would shake the company to its core and send ripples throughout the wrestling world. As the cameras panned over the roaring crowd, the familiar then, now, forever, together graphic lit up the screen. The Raw theme blared over the speakers, but rather than the typical opening segment, Adam Pearce's music hit. The general manager, usually stoic, had a palpable energy about him as he stepped into the ring, microphone in hand. "Ladies and gentlemen," Pearce began, pausing to let the audience quiet down. "Tonight is not just any night for Monday Night Raw. Tonight marks the dawn of a new era in WWE history." The crowd roared, sensing something monumental was about to be unveiled. Starting next week, Pearce continued, Monday Night Raw will officially premiere on Netflix. For the first time ever, WWE fans around the globe will be able to stream every episode, live and on demand, as part of this incredible partnership. The announcement elicited an explosive reaction from the crowd. "Chants of 'this is awesome' filled the arena, but Pearce raised his hand to signal he wasn't done. "With this new era," Pearce said, pacing the ring, "comes a responsibility to deliver the most thrilling, shocking, and memorable moments in Raw's history. And that starts tonight." The crowd was hanging on every word as Pearce's tone shifted, becoming more serious. "We all saw what happened at Payback," Pearce said, referencing Jey Uso's dramatic decision to join Raw after walking away from the Bloodline. Jey Uso made it clear that he's here to prove himself as a solo competitor, free from the shadows of his family. But actions have consequences, and Jey's presence on Raw has stirred the pot in ways even I couldn't have predicted. Pearce paused, scanning the crowd as tension filled the arena. "To mark this monumental Netflix premiere, I am officially announcing a Bloodline Fallout match for next week's main event. This match will see Jey Uso go one-on-one with the one man he least expected to face on Raw, Jimmy Uso." The crowd erupted into gasps and cheers, their shock evident. Fans who had been speculating about the fallout from Jey's departure from the Bloodline now had their answer. Pearce elaborated, "This isn't just any match. It's a match with massive stakes. If Jey Uso wins, he will solidify his spot on Raw as a contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. But if Jimmy Uso wins, he earns the right to bring Jey back to SmackDown and back to the Bloodline." The announcement sent shockwaves through the crowd. Fans knew that the sibling rivalry between Jey and Jimmy had reached a boiling point, but no one expected it to play out this soon, let alone with such high stakes. The Netflix premiere had just become must-see television. As Pearce exited the ring, the cameras cut to a backstage segment where Jey Uso was shown watching the announcement on a monitor. His expression was a mix of anger and disbelief. Before he could react further, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn approached him. Jey, Sami started, his tone cautious. Are you sure you're ready for this? Facing Jimmy isn't just another match, it's family. Jey clenched his fists, his jaw tightening. Family or not, I ain't going back. Not to SmackDown, and definitely not to the Bloodline. This is my chance to prove I don't need them to be great. Kevin chimed in, that's the spirit, but remember, you're walking into a trap. The Bloodline doesn't play fair, and you know Jimmy's not coming alone. Jey nodded, his face set with determination. Let him try. I'll handle it. The night continued with several thrilling matches, but the main topic on everyone's mind was the impending showdown between the USO brothers. Social media exploded with reactions, with hashtag Bloodline Fallout match trending worldwide. Speculation ran rampant about whether Roman Reigns would make an appearance or if other Bloodline members would intervene. In the final segment of the night, Adam Pearce returned to the ring to provide more clarity about the match. There's one more thing, Pearce announced. To ensure that this match remains fair and square, it will take place inside a steel cage. The announcement brought another wave of excitement. The stakes were higher than ever, and the added stipulation meant that the brothers would be forced to settle their differences without outside interference, or so it seemed. The following week, the Netflix premiere episode of Raw began with a cinematic opening montage highlighting the storied history of WWE and teasing the epic Bloodline Fallout match. Adam Pearce kicked off the show, thanking the fans for their support and reiterating the significance of the night's main event. Backstage, Jey Uso was shown preparing for the match. He received words of encouragement from Sami and Kevin, while other Raw superstars like Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre expressed their support. Meanwhile, Jimmy Uso arrived with Paul Heyman, who was seen whispering instructions into Jimmy's ear. As the main event approached, the steel cage was lowered, its ominous presence adding to the gravity of the moment. Jey Uso entered first, his demeanor focused and intense. Jimmy followed, his expression cold and unreadable. The crowd was electric, fully aware that they were witnessing history. The match began with a flurry of punches, both brothers unleashing their pent-up emotions. The commentary team emphasized the personal nature of the bout, with Corey Graves calling it a battle for the soul of Jey Uso. The physicality escalated quickly, with both men using the steel cage as a weapon. Jey gained the upper hand with a brutal superkick, followed by a splash from the top rope. But Jimmy, fueled by his loyalty to the Bloodline, fought back with a vicious Samoan drop. Midway through the match, the unthinkable happened, the lights in the arena flickered, and Roman Reigns' music hit. The tribal chief appeared on the stage, flanked by Solo Sikoa. The crowd erupted, unsure of what this meant for the match. Reigns and Solo made their way to ringside, their presence adding an extra layer of tension. Inside the cage, both Jey and Jimmy hesitated, their attention briefly diverted. "Stay focused, Jey!" Sami Zayn shouted from backstage, his voice audible through the arena's sound system. Jey shook off the distraction and executed a breathtaking splash from the top of the cage, pinning Jimmy for the victory. The crowd erupted as Jey's hand was raised in victory. But the celebration was short-lived. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa entered the ring, their intentions unclear. Reigns extended his hand to Jey, a gesture that sent the crowd into a frenzy of speculation. Would Jey accept the olive branch, or was this another manipulative move by the tribal chief? The show ended with Jey staring at Reigns' hand, the screen fading to black as fans were left on the edge of their seats. Adam Pearce's announcement for Raw's Netflix premiere not only delivered on its promise of high stakes and drama but also set the stage for one of the most compelling storylines in WWE history. With Jey Uso's victory and Roman Reigns' mysterious appearance, the Bloodline saga continued to evolve, leaving fans eagerly awaiting the next chapter.